and yeah, unexplainable, but I love shit like that. And I feel like that probably influenced the music too.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Trying to explain the unexplainable. Let's talk about, so you were religious as an early kid, but I was Christian as a kid, but then when my mom kind of let me, once I became a teenager, do whatever, and kind of, and that's around when I don't know if I want to keep going to church and keep going to these Christian groups. Plus I found you guys and Iron Maiden and all that, so that had a big influence. Talk about religion early for you.
Well, I was a religious maniac. I used to love going to church, mass, confession every week. Instead of buying Thai guns and soldiers and things like that, I'd buy crucifixes and rosary beads. Complete lunatic. And I was really religious until I started growing my hair long. And I went to church this Sunday, and then one of the nuns there went, "Oh, come here, miss." I went, "What do you mean, miss? You're a girl, aren't you, with your long hair?" And I went, "What are you talking about?" And she said to the guy, "Stand up, let this girl sit down." And I went, "You bastard." And so the next week I went, she did the same thing, and just went, "Up yours," and I never went back to church.
But then you found something else that took its place. Can you talk about Aston Villa?
Oh, yes.
Or you guys call it soccer, but they call it football.
It's football because you play it with your foot.
Right. I don't know why we call ours football. It has nothing to do with the foot.
It should be American rugby.
Right.
Where we live is in Aston, and one of the biggest football teams at the time is called Aston Villa, which is just literally down the road from the house. So soon I was old enough, like about I think 6 or 7, off I took myself down and watched the games every 2 weeks.
The home game would be.
Yeah, the home game would be every 2 weeks. And even though I didn't have any money, what happened was at half time, they used to open the gates to let people out if they needed to get out early. So I used to go in, so I watched the games for free.
Nice. They weren't going to throw a 6-year-old out. That would look terrible.
I'm sure a lot of people around me wouldn't have allowed them to throw me out.
So, let's talk about early bands and kind of just how you got into music.
Well, because I had 3 brothers and 3 sisters, the eldest brother, Jimmy, liked Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett. The middle brother liked Bill Haley.
So was there radio or record player in the house, or what?
There was a record player, but the younger brother only played Hitler songs. The younger brother was a Hitler fanatic. Absolute complete Nazi. Taught himself German.
Wow.
And,
back when it was cool?
I used to go over to, we were an Irish family, so I used to go over to Ireland every other summer. He used to sell all these IRA records over there, and Hitler speeches, which were completely banned in England.
I can't even imagine.
So
Did you get the new Hitler 45?
I'll be back at home, the idiot was, "What the hell is that?" And go to upstairs and he'd have this SS uniform on.
Wow.
All the opera speeches going on and standing in front of the mirror doing his Zig Heil thing.
Amazing.
And when he was about 16, he went out and got a swastika tattoo. And he came home and he was ill, he got ill from it, like blood poisoning. My dad went, "What's happened to you?" And he went, "I got this tattoo." My dad saw the swastika. He went absolutely mental. He grabbed him, threw him out the house. He says, "Go and have that changed." And he went back to the tattooist and had it changed into a rose. And I never heard anything about Hitler after that.
Became a botanist. So you were describing Sinatra playing in the house and the other
So
music.
yeah, there was had that. My sister loved Cliff Richard. It was like the English Elvis,
Right.
and none of it appealed to me. And this one, English radio didn't play pop songs unless it was like really middle of the road kind of stuff. They played once every Saturday or something. So there was this pirate station called Radio Luxembourg, which was based in Europe, but English DJs. So all the kids used to tune into Radio Luxembourg. And this one night I heard Love Me Do by the Beatles, and it was like, wow, what the hell is this? And I just stood by the radio every night waiting for Love Me Do to come on. And that was it, that was a Beatles freak after that.
Nice. And then how soon after that did you get your first instrument?
Well, I went to school and this kid had an acoustic guitar with 2 strings on it, and he wanted 50 pence, which is about $1 for his guitar. Of course, I didn't have $1. I told my brother about it. Now, here's $1, go and get the guitar. So I got it, and after about a year, I discovered if you put your finger on the fret, it changed the note. It was like a eureka.
Right.
And so I changed, and each fret was a different note. So when I was 13, I got the Love Me Do by the Beatles and started playing it on these 2 strings on the acoustic guitar. And I got really good at it. I think that's why I became a bass player in the end. And my brother used to bring his friends in to watch me play the Beatles songs on these 2 strings.